Jerry Farley is a man whom my family knew through church. I had never spoken to him before, but had heard that he was a veteran of World War II. When I was 15, I missed a great deal of school because of a surgery. Mr. Farley offered to pay me a visit and tell me about his time in the war, and I accepted his offer. Mr. Farley began by telling me about his childhood, most of which was spent suffering from the Great Depression. To escape the threat of starvation, he joined the National Guard at a very young age. Jerry's division was eventually transferred into the 89th Rolling W Division and was sent overseas on January 10, 1945. On March 26th, the division was crossing the Rhine.
Now, here we are on this side of the river, and here's the river running up here and coming around a bend, and up here is on the castle. There's a castle up there, a German castle. Old, beautiful thing. And they were firing point detonating bullets, aircraft bullets. But they were shooting at people, which is a violation of the warfare. Convention. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. But they were, anyhow, they had oar boats, is what they were, sitting along over there. And I said, now the thing and the trick will be to go across and go in behind those oar boats between there and the shore. And then get out and go back on the shore, and we'll wait there. Okay, we didn't lose anybody. We all got across. We sure did. And we got over there, and there was a stone fence along in back of some houses there. And there was some Germans in a machine gun nest over here, but they had already done their damage on some others of the people before us. And so anyhow, we got across and I get over there. And it's getting on now to about 4 o'clock in the morning. It's still pretty dark. And I'm sitting in a garden. I'd gotten over the fence, over on the other side. And there I'm sitting in the garden. And I reached down and I picked a pansy. You know what a pansy is? It's pretty flower. Mary still has them, because I mailed her the pansies home. I remember one of the things I saw was a house that the dining room table was still set up, or the kitchen table, whatever it was. And there was the plates and the stuff on it, you know. And and the rest of the house was gone. It was just, you know, like all the walls gone, and you still stuff sitting there. Well, I took some things and sent them home, and they're in our dining. I saw that right there. But it was getting on toward about Christmas time or a little over, and we got into a little town right here. It's called Ilmenau. Beautiful little place. And we pulled in and we were waiting, and lo and behold, there were lots of kids. And so the kids are kids anywhere you go. They're curious. They want to know who you are. What's this name? And you would tell them, Jerry, Jerry. They tease about Jerry, because Jerry was a name you poked fun at in Germany. Anyhow, we called them Jerry's. Yeah, so one of the things, we taught them to sing songs. And we taught them to sing, oh, what would you imagine?
Home on the Range?
I would imagine that they got that, not while I was there. There were no Texans in our group. That'd be this bunch now.
Yeah.
So I think what this does then is that we began to see that this war now was coming to an end. It was, oh, the rest of my stay in Germany, we moved on east to the Czechoslovakian border and moved into a little town called Perchi, P-E-R or something like that, little town, and we met what groups did we meet coming toward us? We were going east. This group
The
was
Russians.
The Russians. The crazy Russians were coming, and they just silliest acting people I ever saw. They have to run and shoot their guns and shoot, a lot of gun shooting. But they tried hard to, be jolly and all. But
Pictured is the 89th Division crossing the Rhine.